Hi everyone! Many bass players practice scales, but how to transfer this skill and knowledge to real life? Many people get stuck here. Running up and down scales usually doesn't sound like a bass line, and the solution is here. Scales give you notes, but arpeggios give you practical musicality. I'm Tatiana. In this video, I'll show you how to transition from scales to arpeggios so that your playing sounds intentional, groovy, and actually musical. Let's take a simple example: C major scale. Technically correct, but it sounds like an exercise. Let's see what we can do with it. Now let's take the same scale but extract the most important notes. I will play 1, 3, 5 and 7. I'm taking the low 7 now, not the natural 7, because the low 7 is more relevant for jazz, Latin, popular and rock music. This one is called the root tone. In C major scale it's C. This is the third, this is the fifth and the seventh. Now suddenly it sounds like harmony, like a bass line. It's because an arpeggio is the notes from a chord and bass players live inside harmony. The root tone, the third and the fifth make the C major chord, or the tonic chord in the C major key. Here's the key concept. Don't stop playing scales. Learn how to use them to build up your bass lines. Let's see how it works with chord charts. I'm going to show you the jazz examples today, but the same principles work for the other genres of music, just the rhythm will be different. Also, I'm going to show you everything in a 4-feel groove. This is an example of the chord chart for the jazz standard All of Me. Some chords are major, like these ones, and some are minor, like these ones. Let's say you know how to play both major and minor scales. I will remind you just very quickly. This is how you play a major scale, let's say from D. And this is how you play a minor scale from the same note. Pick the scale you need, it's major or minor, for a specific chord. For example, I'm choosing the chord E7, and the scale will be E major. So my E major scale looks like this. Now I'm highlighting the most important notes. It's 1, 3, 5 and low 7. And this is already an arpeggio. You can do the same work with each chord in the chart. You can think of it like sculpting the scale. You remove the less important notes and you carve out the most important ones, which form the arpeggio. Chords change, and sometimes you don't have enough space in music to play a full arpeggio for each of the chords. Sometimes you have to stick to just the root tone because you have just one beat for a chord and the next beat will be the new chord already. Like here. This is the chord chart from the jazz standard Angelus. In the first bar you have just 2 beats for the chord C minor. 1 beat for D7 and 1 for G7. Sometimes you can play 2 notes from the arpeggio, like for the chord C minor in the first bar. Usually it's the root tone and the third, or the root tone and the fifth. Now I'm going to play the example of a bass line for this piece of music for you. It's just my example, and your bass line for the same piece of music might look and sound different. Jazz gives us freedom. It's also handy to know what the arpeggio will look like when you play it down from the root tone. For example, for the C minor chord, this is how I play it up, and this is going down. This is the 7th, minor 7th, and the 5th is here. Now I will play the C major blues for you using just the arpeggio notes. I'm not going to use anything else, just 1, 3, 5 and 7 for the chords. Also, here for positional clarity, I'm not going to use the open strings G or D, because I want to show you the position that can be transposed to any key. Here's an exercise you can use right now. Choose a chord, for example A minor, and play the scale. Then play only the root, the 3rd and the 5th. Now create a group using just these 3 notes. You are welcome to try it with any random drum track if you want. Make it stylish, it doesn't have to be jazz. Now, once this feels solid, there is a step 2. Add the passing notes from the scale between the arpeggio tones. For example, this is the jazz piece Summertime. Here you have 2 bars of A minor, and you can play arpeggio notes for the strong beats 1 and 3, and the passing notes from the scale will be between them on the weak beats 2 and 4. This is where real bass lines come from. Here arpeggios are a foundation and scales are decoration. So for the summary, scales are all available notes in the key up from the root tone and down from the root tone. No more notes down. Arpeggios are important chord notes underlining the harmony. Great bass lines are usually based on the chord notes, so they are arpeggios and they are often decorated tastefully with the passing notes. Playing scales is a core skill, you can't go without them. However, playing arpeggios is even more practical if you want to learn real-life skills on the bass and create your own bass lines and riffs. If you liked this video, press the like button and subscribe if you want for more practical bass lessons like this. And you are welcome to write me a comment about your experience in practicing arpeggios and bringing them to real life in your playing. See you next time! Happy grooving!